Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego, and it's Sunday, August the 24th, 2025, almost September. And it's a nice Sunday afternoon, and I thought I would do a live stream for you on a Sunday. Hopefully, you had a good weekend on Saturday, and everything is going exactly how you planned. Now, this is your K1 Visa Green Card channel. I give you all this free advice on how to process the paperwork and etc. But I'm not an immigration attorney. I don't work for USCIS. I don't give you legal advice, but I got 12 years of experience processing K1 visas and green cards. I've helped lots of people come to the United States and get reunited. And that's why you guys hang out with me, right? Let me move this light out of the way. You come out and spend time with Diego. Now, Karina, she's at work right now, so normally she would join me, but I figured I'd just jump on the computer and do a live stream to see if there's anybody out there with any questions that I didn't answer yesterday in the evening time. So I've got Mega Pixie Dust ready to go. I just can't give you any Mountain Dew salutes because I'm not allowed to drink soda pops anymore, according to my doctor anyway. Since my annual physical, he said, don't drink sugar-laden soda pops, drinks with soda. I said, okay, what can I drink? He said, we can drink water, coffee, tea. And I said, what about 2% milk? And he said, yeah, 2% milk. I said, okay. So Francois Livingston's in the house. Good afternoon, Diego and Karina. Francois, happy Sunday. We hope you and Hammond are doing well up in upstate New York. It's getting closer to September. The leaves will probably start turning a different color in upstate New York and start falling to the ground. So Hammond is going to have a fantastic fall in the United States. Francois, you got to take care of yourself. Oh, I quit drinking soda, drinking white and eating white bread. And, I guess when you eat sodas, when you drink sodas and eat all this good stuff, the good stuff, and the doctors don't like it when you do that because it messes with your blood sugar or whatever. Not yet, LOL, said Francois. So the leaves haven't started turning brown yet, but they're going to turn different colors, right? Orange and green, greenish orange, and I don't know. I've never been in upstate New York during the fall. And when I was living in Staten Island, the only thing I really remember was the blizzard of '82 and in Staten Island, and I'm getting the heck out of there. And I flew to Jacksonville, Florida, and started living in Florida since 1982, which is good because it's warm here all the time. Although some people don't like the hurricanes and the humidity. Francois, sorry I missed the class last night, and I was off on Wednesday. I took off Wednesday. Yeah, I just cleaned out the garage on Wednesday. I cleaned it all out, and then I swept it out, and then when it gets a little cooler, I'm gonna refurbish the garage. So that's on my list of things I got to do. So, maybe I wish I'd have made a video of the before and after when I built the deck. I built a deck in the backyard, and it looks really cool. It looks like a professional made it. So, but I learned from YouTube. I don't watch movies. I study videos on YouTube to learn how to do things. Francois, we went to update the Social Security card and should get it in 2 weeks. Very good. Well, let's get some MAGA pixie dust on Hammond's new Social Security card. And what's going to happen is Hammond's going to get a brand new Social Security card, and it's not going to have any of that verbiage on there that says permission to work by Homeland Security authorization. All that goes away. Abduli Jallo, hello Diego, greetings to you watching from the United Arab Emirates. I did my K1 visa interview last week on Monday. I got approved. Well, that's good. So let's see. I'll give you a Mountain Dew salute, even though there's no Mountain Dew in there. And my passport is always issued to me day before yesterday. Okay, so Abdullah, you have your passport with the K1 visa in it. And you should be buying plane tickets with your beneficiary. You should be getting on a plane ready to enter the United States. Francois, do a video when you do the garage floor next summer project. Okay, I'll make a video on how to refurbish a garage floor. You know, lots of people, they have a garage floor that's covered in oil spots and it looks just horrible. And it's not their fault. Mainly it's because the contractors that built the house, they don't do anything with the foundation of the garage floor. They just leave it horrible looking gray, and then it ends up getting with oil spots and looks horrible. So I'm going to totally redo the garage floor, and I'll do it in October, and I'll make a little video about it. Before and after, how about that? That way you guys can see it. And Francois, one thing people should not do is laminate the Social Security card. That's correct, as that's what the Social Security office said do not do. No, if you laminate your Social Security card, it becomes invalid. Then it's no good. It becomes invalid. And so do not laminate your Social Security card. Don't do that. Good information there, Francois. You are contributing wisely to the channel, as always. Now, this channel's been going for quite a while. I mean, plenty of years. I don't know. It's, you know, people ask me, well, how do I keep coming up with ideas? Well, I got all this information up in my head, and it's just crammed full of immigration stuff. So I just have plenty of ideas. I keep making new videos. I made a video today on the processing times for the 2-year green card, lifting conditions off your 2-year green card, the processing time for a 10-year green card for August and September. So I've updated that video for folks if you want to know how long it's going to take to get your 2-year green card, your 10-year green card, lift the conditions off your green card, etc. Francois Livingston, great videos you keep posting on this channel. Well, thanks, Francois. I make the videos right here. I got this new camera. I got this new microphone. I got this new computer. I got a new, I don't know. Everything's new. And I had to get a new computer because the old computer couldn't hold the memory that's required to run a YouTube channel. You know, it looks easy to run a YouTube channel. It looks pretty easy, but really there's a lot of stuff that you got to do requiring computer memory. And so you got to have the right computer or you won't be able to do it. Besides having in order to have a live stream on YouTube, you got to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers too. I think that's something like that. But the processing of K-1 visas and 2-year green cards is speeding up, okay? And it's also speeding up for lifting the conditions off of 2-year. Excuse me, I'm yawning. I don't know why that is. But I don't know, the process is getting faster. Although some people may beg to differ, oh, it's taking forever. Well, it just feels like it's taking forever. You know, it was taking 9.6 months to process 2-year green cards. Now it's went from 9.6 months to 7.4 or something like that. Maru, hello, Diego and Karina and everybody. Maru just filed for her beneficiary's K-1 visa, right? He's in Cameroon. And Francois says, hello, Maru, happy Sunday. Yeah, today's Sunday. Usually I don't do a live stream on a Sunday, but it's August the 24th, 2025. So I figured, what the heck? I mean, I'll just jump on here and see if anybody has any questions from yesterday. You know, Maru, yes, he is in Cameroon, right? So here's the thing, Maru. The next thing you're going to wait for is the NOA-1 letter. Then you're going to wait for the NOA-2 letter. Then you're going to make 5 copies of the NOA-2 letter, at least 5 copies of the NOA-2 letter. And then what's going to happen is you're going to wait for the National Visa Center to contact you. And then the embassy in Cameroon will email you. And then you're going to get the embassy interview scheduled in Cameroon. Well, I think, yeah, Cameroon. Now, if you're in Gambia, according to God's Power Thomas, the immigration interviews, if your beneficiary is in Gambia, is going to be in Senegal. Francois, is Karina at work or resting? Tell her a big hello from us. She's at work. Karina's working today. She worked yesterday. She's working tomorrow. She likes working. So she's at work and I'm doing the live stream. So I guess I'm technically at work. And she will finish. I will go pick her up from work. I'll leave the house at about 2:30, which will be 3:30 Eastern time. And Francois Maru, it's Francois. And yes, Francois, Karina is at work. She likes what she does. So whenever there's an opportunity to work, she raises her hand and she goes to work. Can't blame her, right? It beats being around the house, sitting around being bored at the house. I'm retired 3 times and I'm still working. I do the YouTube channel now, which is beneficial to folks basically globally. People all around the world watching this channel. And some, people will learn from it. Some people just watch it because they want company or, but the primary thing is to get you reunited with your loved ones. And Maru says, sorry, Francois. And Maru says, thanks for the correction. Oh, God, man, I'm yawning for today for some reason. I don't know what it is. There's probably all the lights I got poking. So I got all these lights on me, which is okay, no problem. And I got the microphone here and the new computer and the camera is a Facecam Pro 2. Works good. So I retired the old camera. That other camera came with me to Colombia. I had it in Colombia, then I had it here. And then my brother Greg said I should upgrade to the Facecam Pro. I said, well, I don't know anything about that. So I went ahead and ordered the Facecam Pro 2. It took 3 months to get it. It was in back order. This camera is in high demand. It was hard to get. So now I finally got it. And Francois says, no worries to Maru. Now, even though you may not think it, because of your experiences in the past with the immigration process, the process is actually getting faster, okay? But you got to also understand, if you're making any mistakes in your application, the visas, the paperwork is either being denied or sent back right away. One little error and everything gets sent back. And then immigration focuses on those applications that were filled out correctly, which is why things are speeding up. Chris and Emil, this week marks August 25th, 2005, Hurricane Katrina. 20 years, it devastated our nation. Well, Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans and parts of Florida. I don't think it devastated our entire nation, but it did some serious damage in New Orleans, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. And I remember, because I lived on the beach back then, and I remember when Katrina came in, and I watched New Orleans get decimated. Now, New Orleans is below sea level, so they built all these levees up around New Orleans to stop the Mississippi River and the Gulf of America from entering into the city. In the case the water gets high, it raises up. But with Hurricane Katrina, that's when New Orleans was underwater. And then the National Guard went in, and I think that was under the presidency of George Bush. And it was a mess. And even parts of the town I lived in Florida were hit pretty hard. So hurricanes are not pleasant. I've experienced Hurricane Ivan, Katrina, Hurricane Dennis, and then another hurricane was coming directly towards where I live here. This was about 5 years ago, and we were all planning. I was getting ready to evacuate, and then the hurricane changed course and went to Panama City, and it totally wiped out Panama City. And there was a little town, I think Mexico Beach, I can't remember, but it was just wiped out completely. Chris and Emil, yes, we all did get hit hard. Memphis got a lot of damage. So Memphis, Tennessee got hit. New Orleans definitely got, everybody evacuated to the Superdome, right? Now it's the Mercedes-Benz football stadium, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it was pretty intense. I moved down from New York City to Florida in 1982, but then I joined the Navy, so I was gone for 20 years in the Navy. Then I came back to Florida, and I didn't learn my lesson. I built a house close to the beach, and then 2 years later, Hurricane Ivan came in and almost destroyed it. I should have probably moved that back then in 2005. That's when I should have got out of here and relocated, but I'm still here in Florida. Chris and Emil folks were stealing generators. It was bad here. Yes, generators. Yeah, a lot of folks didn't have generators and didn't even plan on buying a generator. And then when the hurricanes came in and wiped out everything, their stores were closed. So because the stores were closed, they couldn't buy a generator, so they were going to steal them. You know, self-survival instinct kicked in, right? But I don't advocate stealing anything. Don't do that. But self-survival kicked in. People were trying to survive, you know. But maybe this video, when people watch this live stream later on tonight, maybe, or tomorrow, maybe they're going to think about relocating to Florida. Maybe they want to live here. Maybe they don't. But Florida is it's very common in Florida to have a hurricane come through your neighborhood and wipe everything out. So houses have to be built to a specific code. They have to be built a specific way. Chris and Emil limited $10 for gas per day. It was like 5 miles long at the gas pumps. Yeah. So it's kind of like when Jimmy Carter was president, right? There was 5 miles long to go get gas because of the gas shortages under the Carter administration. I remember that being in the news, you know. I tell you, anyway. But gas is $2.70 a gallon now under Trump. So gas is cheap, and hopefully we don't get any hurricanes. The hurricane season ends in November. Now, September commences the new fiscal year for immigration. So in September, that's when they start their fiscal year. October, I think it ends September 30th. Or it starts September 1st and ends October 30th, something like that. But September to October is the fiscal year for immigration. So, you know, that's when immigration will start processing visas a little quicker. They're going to probably hire more people. When the new fiscal year starts, they'll have more money coming in. And that's when things will get a little faster. October, November, and then everything slows down again in December. Well, why does immigration processing slow down in December? Well, the embassy's closed for Christmas, and like in countries like Colombia, the U.S. Embassy in Colombia recognizes American holidays and they recognize Colombian holidays. So in Colombia, at Christmas in December, it's basically the whole month becomes a holiday, you know. So it's kind of hard to get anything done in December in Latin American countries, especially Colombia, because I think Colombia's got more time off and more vacation days than any other country in the world. Well, they're number 2. I don't know. But I remember Trump saying that the United States has got too many federal holidays. We need to quit creating federal holidays and start focusing on going to work and making money, right? Make money. As a beneficiary coming to this country, you're going to be given this opportunity to live in America, and maybe one day you'll become a millionaire. You could, you never know. You could become a millionaire, multimillionaire, a trillionaire. There's no block on your opportunity here. Okay. Although Bernie Sanders, the communist senator from Vermont, would rather you not be able to make $1 million. He wants everybody living in poverty and under the control of the government. And that's a fact, you know. But come to this country, make yourself a couple of $1 million, buy yourself a nice house. You can do it if you got the courage to invest the time and the sweat equity. You can do it. And if somebody tells you come to this country from a foreign country, and somebody tells you you can't succeed here, you can't do this, you can't do that, yes, you can. Go do it. Don't pay attention to the naysayers. Okay? Don't listen to naysayers. When somebody says you can't do something, then go out and do it and succeed at it. You know? I can't stand naysayers that say, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. Oh, you're from this country etc. You don't speak English. You're not going to get ahead here. It's just avoid those people and learn English though. Because of Jesus channel. Now that's interesting. Now you have a YouTube channel named Because of Jesus. Is that right? Good afternoon, Diego and Karina. I think if I remember, you have a channel, a YouTube channel, Because of Jesus. Yeah, well then everybody listen, go check out that YouTube channel and see if it's something that would interest you. And if it is, subscribe to the channel Because of Jesus channel. I'm sure it's a very interesting YouTube. YouTube does a lot of good things, creating this. I think they're 20 years old. I think they just turned 20 years old. And people have saved so much money by watching a YouTube video. Watch a YouTube video on how to process a K1 visa, on how to process a green card. You don't need an immigration attorney. You just saved yourself $5,000 or $6,000. Watch a YouTube, like I watched a YouTube video on how to build a deck in the back garden. And I built one, and it looks like a professional did it. It would have cost me about $8,000, $9,000 to build a deck in my back garden. It cost me $1,100. And that included buying the tools, some of the tools I had to include. I didn't have some of the tools. So I built a deck in the backyard for $1,100 instead of $8,000 or $9,000. I learned it from YouTube. I'm going to refurbish the garage floor. I'm going to redo it and turn it into like a car room showroom floor. I'll do it in October and November when it's not so hot here and the paint can stick much better from the etching. Because you don't want to be painting your anything outside in the summertime because the sun will make the paint dry horribly wrong. It was just not good. If you do any painting outside of your house or in the garage, do it in October, November, December. So Because of Jesus channel. There you go. Chris and Emil, do you trust generator runs on nation to power the house? Do I trust a generator to run on natural gas to power the house if the lights go out? I would rather use diesel. I would prefer to use diesel because it's more stable. It doesn't catch fire as easy. So I would rather have a diesel generator, not a natural gas generator. So, and here living in Florida, we get bad storms. We don't just have hurricanes. We get some really serious bad thunderstorms too that knocks out transformers and the power grid sometimes. So sometimes the lightning can come in and wipe out the transformers. Francois Livingston, and Francois is a member of this channel. Chris and Emil and Maru are members of this channel. They have my phone number and my email address. And Francois says, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have found this channel that helped our journey among other projects I turned to on YouTube for. There you go. So Mountain Dew salute to Francois. Even though I can't drink Mountain Dew, I just have to pretend, right? And in case you missed it, what did I miss? Diego, I have a huge problem. I need your help. Well, that's why I'm here. I put this channel together to fix huge problems so people can get their green cards and their K1 visas approved. Okay, that's why the channel's here. And it was Karina's idea to put this channel together. We were in Villa de Leyva in Colombia, in central Colombia, walking around. I was in Colombia on my 1-year visa, and Karina said, do something, do something while you're here. So I put the channel together with Karina, and here we are. Look how far you guys have come. A lot of you folks have got your green cards now because of the information I gave you. And I'm glad to hear it. So in case you missed it, Diego, I have a huge problem. My old YouTube name is Antonio. I'm a subscriber of yours, been watching you. Well, we're glad you're watching. We're glad. That's why we are here, Karina and I. We know what it's like to be separated from your loved ones. So when I was in Florida, Karina was in Colombia, I couldn't stand it being separated from her. So I So Karina helped me file for a visa to live in Colombia for 12 months. And I didn't pay an immigration attorney. They charged thousands of dollars to process that kind of paperwork. I got my visa to live in Colombia by, I think I watched a YouTube channel on how to do it. And I got it done without paying an immigration attorney. Because of Jesus channel, please, I have a question. That's why I'm here. My case was in the final processing of decision, and I got my work permit already. And on the 21st of August, I got a message saying that I will be coming for an interview. Yeah, you and everybody else, because of Jesus channel. Every single person applying for a green card, 2-year green card, has to have an interview in front of an immigration officer. Everybody. And I won't be surprised when Karina files for her 10-year green card. When she files for her 10-year green card in March of 2026, I won't be surprised if we have to go in front of an immigration immigration officer for an interview. Okay, it's no big deal. Let me say, yeah, because of Jesus channel, you're going to go in front, you're going to have an interview. Don't worry about it. In case you missed it, my wife's green card was approved last year, but my stepdaughter's was denied this week. She's 6 years old. How can your stepdaughter's green card be denied at 6 years old? That doesn't make sense. So your wife's was approved, but your stepdaughter's was denied. What was the reason that your stepdaughter's green card, was it green card? Well, you need to file a USCIS form I-290B. Okay, I'll write it down here. You're going to file I-290B form right here, and it costs $800. So you're going to file form I-290B. You're going to pay $800 to reopen the green card for your 6-year-old and have it reviewed again. Okay? But why was, it doesn't make any sense. The 6-year-old would get her green card denied. There's got to be a mistake somewhere. There is a mistake somewhere. There's an error somewhere. Okay? But I can help you fix it. I can help you fix it. Because of Jesus channel, thank you so much, Diego. You're welcome. And I did already in the Turkey before coming to the United States. Now remember, because of Jesus channel, now when you filed for your green card, did you include a brand new medical exam? Because of Jesus channel, did you repeat the medical exam by a civil surgeon in the United States and recertify your vaccinations and include that in your green card application? In case you missed it, it has to be a mistake. Yeah, obviously, of course it's a mistake. You first thing I would be doing would be I'd be calling USCIS and say, what the heck? How can you deny a 6-year-old her freaking green card when you approved her mom? But the way to reopen the case is to file form I-290B, pay an $800 fee, and get it corrected. You're going to get a letter from immigration. They're going to explain why the green card was denied. They're going to explain to you why. Okay, there's got to be a mistake in there somewhere on the financial side. Maybe you didn't include the 864. When you filed the green card for your 6-year-old, did you include an 864 in the paperwork? Did you include USCIS form 864 affidavit of support with tax returns, pay stubs, bank statements, proof of employment, and income? Or did you file the green card for your 6-year-old without any financial paperwork included? Because of Jesus channel, no, I did not. I submitted the medical report from Turkey. Was the medical report from Turkey in a sealed envelope? Was it in a sealed envelope? then if it is, then you should be okay, and hopefully you don't have to repeat the medical exam. But what I would do is when you go to the green card interview, make sure you bring your vaccination certificate to the green card interview. Because in case you missed it, yes, I included two because I had two joint sponsors, $60,000 total income. So you included all the financial paperwork with your stepdaughter's green card application. You filled out the 864s were filled out correctly. The family size was filled out correctly. Most of the time, a green card gets denied is because the 864 was incorrectly filed. It wasn't filled out properly. The family size wasn't filled out properly. There's got to be an error somewhere with the financial side, okay? But when you get the letter with an explanation as to why was it denied, in that letter it's going to say you can reopen the case by filing I-290B, pay another fee, and get it fixed. You can fix it because of Jesus Channel. I have the sealed medical report with me. Okay, bring it with you to the green card interview. They may ask for it. Okay. When you apply for your 2-year green card, you got to repeat the medical exam. You got to recertify the vaccinations. You have to include it in the 2-year green card application. Because of Jesus Channel. Okay, there you go. Bring it with you. Now, when you go to your green card interview, make sure you bring with you your marriage certificate, the certified copy from the clerk of the court, not a copy from, don't go to Office Depot and make a copy on the copy machine. You got to have a certified copy of your marriage certificate, your sponsor's last tax return, W-2, tax transcript, bank statements, proof of living together under the same roof, and proof of commingling of funds with your name is on the bills, the water bill, the electric bill. Bring all that with you. In case you missed it, how can we talk to someone at USCIS? Well, what service center did your paperwork go to? Yes, I got it because of Jesus Channel. Bring all that with you to the interview with you. You can Google, call somebody. You can call somebody, Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, I don't have my phone here, but Google Service Center, Phoenix, Arizona. So it went to Tempe, Arizona, right? There's a phone number there. You can find it. It's online. You can call them up and ask them what the heck's going on. Because they made a very bad mistake. They approved your wife, but they didn't approve your stepdaughter, who's 6 years old. That's total insanity. There's a mistake in there somewhere. The immigration officer made a mistake. Okay? And you can fix it. You can fix it. Because there's no way on this planet will they not approve your 6-year-old after they approved your wife. Because you're both in the same category, and the child is a derivative of the K1 into the K2. So there's a mistake, and you can fix it. And there's a phone number for Tempe, Arizona. You can look it up online. You can find it. You gotta look for it. Give them a call. Okay? And then when you get the letter from immigration, read what it says. And if you are a member of this channel, you get my phone number and you can call me and I can walk you through the process. In case you missed it, if you sign up as a member, then you get access to my phone number and my email address, and I can help you fix the problem. Francois Livingston, because you get my phone number. In case you missed it, if you want my phone number and email address, sign up as a member. In case you missed it, when you call USCIS number, listen to the prompt, then say InfoPass. It will take you right to a human being. Otherwise, you'll be taking to Emma until who knows when. Good info from Francois. Very good. But the thing is this, in case you missed it, there's a mistake somewhere. And we got to identify what it is and correct it. Okay? Because that is, if your wife was approved, then why did it take so long for your stepdaughter's green card to get adjudicated? Did you mail them off at the same time, or did you bring the stepdaughter to the United States later on? Did your wife and your stepdaughter arrive in the United States at the same time, or did your wife come first and then your stepdaughter arrived later? Did you file for both green cards at the same time, your wife and your stepdaughter? Did you put them in the same FedEx box and ship it to immigration? In your case, Tempe, Arizona. If you did that, then I don't see what happened here. Francois, I have called USCIS a couple of times and bypassed it. You filed separately. Why did you do that? In case you missed it, why did you file your stepdaughter's green card application separately from your wife's? So immigration got a green card application for a 6-year-old. Where's mom? Where's mom's paperwork? Is mom in the United States? They don't have the time to look and review that stuff. You have to file them together. So that's probably where the problem's coming in, because they're looking at your stepdaughter as filing separately. But we'll find out what the letter says. Okay? When you get the letter, you're going to know what the problem is, and then you can overcome it. They'll give you an opportunity. It's going to probably cost you some more money, but there's a way around it. All right? So try to relax. But the mistake that you made was you didn't file the 2 green cards together. In case you missed it, why can't they call us? Ask for our number on the applications. They don't have time. They don't have time. They're not a, if people don't file paperwork correctly, they're not going to fix it. They're going to send it back or deny it. They don't have time to be calling people. They get a green card application. They look at it. Is it good? Yes, approved. Is it no good? Is there mistakes? Denied. That's how it works. And then you get a letter of denial. I'm sorry, we denied your green card because of this. They don't have time to call people. Okay? They're adjudicating visas and green cards. They're adjudicating. That means they're either saying yes or no. Yes or no. That's how it works. So they won't be calling you. File the paperwork correctly, there's no mistakes, you get approved. If you file incorrectly, you get denied. Now, anyway, in the past, they may send you an RFE with a request for further evidence. What happened to you? Why did you file separately? But they don't do that now. So it's going to cost you time and money to fix it. You should have filed the 2 green cards together in the same FedEx box. So you got your wife's green card application, your stepdaughter's green card application, one FedEx box or UPS box or DHL, and then you ship it. But, if you want my phone number and cell number and you want to call me or email me, text me, so I can walk you through to fix this problem, sign up as a member. That's the only way you can get my contact info, because it's the only way I can protect the information. I can't put I'm not putting my information out here public. Okay? That protects the channel. I'm not so much worried about myself, but it protects people from hacking the channel. So I'm sorry that happened. In case you missed it, it's I hate to hear stuff like that. In case you missed it, Diego, you're not telling me what I want to hear. I'm telling you that you shouldn't file you should have filed your child's green card application with your wife's in the same FedEx box. If you'd have done that, you would have got both of them approved and you'd be done with it. I don't understand why you did a separate application. But in case you missed it, how do I sign up? Well, I don't know how this thing works for membership, but on the front of the channel where it shows where the videos are, it just says membership. Click on membership. It's $9.99. If you only need my help for a month, it's $9.99. And then I can call you, or you can call me, and then text me, screenshot me the letter. I can look at the letter and fix the problem. In case you missed it, that's what my wife keeps saying. What does your wife keep saying? I don't know. Well, your wife keeps telling you should have filed the applications together. Well, if she's telling you that, she's correct. Because immigration got a green card application from a 6-year-old. And they're like, what the heck is this? So they denied it. That's what happened, I'm thinking. I need for you to screenshot the letter to me. If you go ahead and sign up as a member, you get my number, my cell number. When you get the letter from immigration, screenshot it to me, and then I will call you and explain to you how to fix the problem. So you get this thing resolved. Okay? I'll sign up now. Once you sign up, you're going to get a circle with a star in it, like you see Francois Livingston and Maru. They have a circle next to their name with a star in it. That shows that they are members of the channel. And then you send me a text message, because you're going to get my phone number, and you're going to say, hey, Diego, this is in case you missed it. This is me checking in. Help me with my stepdaughter's green card issue. And then you'll have my phone number. But once you sign up as a member, you got to go into the channel, the videos in the channel where my phone number is listed. All right, that's where you're going to find my phone number. It's under membership. You're going to sign up now. Okay, then that's the best $9.99 you ever spent. Trust me, because I'm going to fix this. But I got to see what's in the letter. Make sure everything's, I got to find out what the reason was. But it's because you filed separately. Is what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, guys, I've been talking for almost 45 minutes. It was just a surprise live stream. I wanted to jump on here and help you with some. It looks like I've got, in case you missed it, you really need some serious help from Diego. Jeff Mantalk, hello, Diego. What's going on, Jeff? How's your family? How's everything going? I got this. I still like looking at this plane right here, this Avianca plane. It's the plane Karina and I flew on. Well, not this one. It's the model, a copy, a facsimile of the plane that we flew on to Miami from Bogota, Colombia. Jeff Mantalk, they are great. That's good to hear. And I want to put some MAGA pixie dust on in case you missed it, because in case you missed it, he's trying to figure out how to sign up as a member. You can probably do it a lot easier from a desktop computer or from your laptop computer. Francois Livingston, thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of the day with Karina. Karina's at work. I'm going to go get her, pick her up from work in about an hour. And then I made a video today for you guys. And then on Monday, I'll be back on Monday at 6 o'clock Central Time. And in case you missed it, if you sign up as a member, send me a text and let me know that you have my number and everything. Then we can get to work on your problem. And Jeff Mantalk says, one more year, and they get to sign up for their 10-year. Now remember, Jeff, when you lift the conditions off of the 2-year green card, you have to do it within 90 days before the current 2-year green card expires. You can't go past, if you try to lift the conditions off of a 2-year green card a week after it's expired, you're going to get denied and deported. If you try to lift the conditions 91 days before it expires, it's going to be shipped back to you, no good. You got to lift the conditions within 90 days of when it expires. Chris Nemo, it's under my money sign. It will say sign up as a member. Okay, that's how you do it. It's under the money sign. It says sign up as a member. and beside the chat box, there's the money sign. So that's how you do it. You click on this money sign right here, and then it says sign up as a member, and that's how you do it. With that said, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys on Monday.